The first message we have is heart, mind, body, and soul. This masculine energy feels completely bonded to you, divine feminine, in every sense of the word, heart, mind, body, and soul. They have no control when it comes to you. It's as though their entire being reacts to your presence, with or without their permission. Even the simplest thing you do or say triggers a reaction in them. This message also signifies a merging that has occurred between you two. Despite any physical distance, you remain energetically connected, and you both are aware of this bond. You both know that it would only take one look, one touch, or one word to reignite the intensity of your connection. This awareness keeps you both on edge, but it's especially affecting the masculine right now. This masculine is actively manifesting a physical connection with you. For some reason, being physically present with you, sitting across from you, seeing you, touching you, smelling you, is incredibly important to them at this moment. There's a deep yearning within them, a desire so strong that they feel they can no longer contain it. However, they are also hesitant. They don't know how they would react to seeing you. They fear they might act impulsively, saying or doing something unplanned, and they don't want to come across in a way that doesn't align with how they hold you in their heart. This is not negative energy, but rather genuine nervousness. This is someone who has been away from you for some time, someone who loves you deeply and holds you in the highest regard. Although they desire this reunion, they are keenly aware of the changes that have taken place. Deep down, they know that sitting across from you, feeling all of these intense emotions, would challenge their ability to hold back. They might not feel able to fully express how deeply they're in love with you, especially if there are boundaries you've set within this connection. This masculine respects you immensely, including any boundaries you've established. However, they are being brutally honest with themselves. They realize that being in your presence would ignite an overwhelming desire for full access to you. The merging that has occurred between you, spiritually and emotionally, has heightened this intensity. If you have been intimate with this person, that connection has only deepened the bond and amplified the emotions they feel for you. This message offers a glimpse into their internal process. They are actively manifesting you, but they are also grappling with the emotions and fears tied to this manifestation. Their desire to connect with you is immense, yet the thought of facing you brings a mix of excitement and apprehension. If you've been wondering how they view you from a distance, this provides insight. They are completely bonded to you. Depending on how energetically connected you are, you may already feel this because you have access to their energy, just as they have access to yours. For this masculine, the merging of your energies has already happened. Sitting in front of you would only magnify their feelings and make it harder for them to maintain composure. Although they crave your presence and are actively manifesting it, this thought also scares them. This message comes directly from their heart space, revealing their raw and real emotions. It provides a deep look into what they're experiencing internally, beyond what you can physically see. This is a message straight from their core, offering you insight into their emotional process. The next message we have is, "You're my weakness." This perfectly captures how this masculine views you, divine feminine. If you've been wondering what they think about you, it's clear, you make them feel absolutely weak. You have a unique ability to affect them in ways no one else can. While they may wear a mask to conceal their emotions from others, with you, there's no hiding. You see right through them, and they know it. This masculine is mentally and emotionally scarred by the current state of your connection. They're asking themselves many questions as they reflect on you and the bond you share. They wonder what it would be like to see you now, at this stage of the connection. Do you still see them the same way? What would you think of them? These thoughts frustrate them, especially the idea of being in your presence, looking into your eyes, and feeling such intense emotions while trying to act as if they don't feel anything at all. As for you, Divine Feminine, it seems you might wish they were more emotionally open and expressive with you. You want to see this vulnerable, authentic side of them. Meanwhile, they're wrestling with an internal tug-of-war, torn between their overwhelming emotions and their hesitations. It's like preparing to meet an ex. There's a mix of nostalgia, tension, and longing. For some of you, this might indeed be an ex, or someone with whom you had a strong start but, for one reason or another, the connection faded or stalled. The absence between you hasn't diminished their feelings. In fact, it's only intensified them. The adage absence makes the heart grow fonder rings true here. This masculine hasn't forgotten about you, they've been thinking about you even more. Their emotions have only deepened during this time apart. They want to jump right back in, to pick up where things left off. However, they understand that they'll need to take things slow with you. You're in a place where you're deeply honoring your heart space and prioritizing emotional safety. For you, Divine Feminine, anyone who comes into your life must earn the privilege of loving you. This masculine senses that the playing field is now even. Regardless of your history, they know they need to prove themselves to you. This self-awareness adds to their apprehension, but their desire for you is overwhelming. They feel that being in your presence would trigger intense emotions and impulses, making it difficult for them to contain themselves. There's an almost explosive energy tied to this connection. They might feel like they wouldn't be able to keep their hands off you or resist the pull to explore the connection further. If there are boundaries you've set, they're deeply aware of and frustrated by them. They respect you and those boundaries, but internally, they're grappling with the feeling that they'd struggle to adhere to them if they were to see you again. They deeply desire to pick up where you left off, to reignite the connection with all the passion and intensity it held before. From the beginning, this connection has been intense for both of you. It's no wonder that there's mutual apprehension about being physically close again. The energy between you is powerful, magnetic, and undeniable. This masculine is fully in love with you, brimming with emotion, passion, and desire. They are aware that seeing you would trigger them either in the best way or the most challenging way, depending on where you both stand. Despite all this, reconnecting with you is exactly what they want. They are ready to face the intensity and emotions because you are, undeniably, their weakness. The last message we have is manifesting you. Wow, this message truly brings everything full circle. This masculine's thoughts are very cyclical right now, running non-stop as they focus intensely on you. For some of you, this masculine may have already reached out or made plans, but for some reason, those plans didn't go as intended. This may explain why they're practicing so much constraint when it comes to you, Divine Feminine. It's messing with their mind, yet they remain steadfast in their efforts to manifest you. This is a divine masculine who is extremely persistent. They refuse to let their ego or overthinking stand in their way. Their manifestation is driven by a feeling that they simply can't control themselves around you, but that doesn't deter them, it only strengthens their resolve. Specifically, they're manifesting seeing you. You may receive an unexpected message from this masculine, as their energy feels very urgent and hyper-focused. They are fixated on the idea of visually connecting with you. For some of them, just looking into your eyes would confirm something for them, ignite an emotion, or validate what they already feel. If you do meet them in person, it will likely be an extremely intense experience. Right now, they are overwhelmed with intense emotions and are unlikely to contain themselves in your presence. Their gaze will be fixed on you, their emotions spilling over in a way that might seem impulsive. They may say or do things that surprise you, but it's nearly impossible for them to be in your energy without being expressive. For many of you, this connection might feel like starting from scratch. Time, space, or distance may have created a gap, but for them, the intensity of their feelings hasn't diminished at all. They want to dive back in and rush toward you. Depending on where you stand and how connected you feel to this masculine, this might be something you're open to. However, for some of you, there are boundaries or barriers in place. Perhaps you want to take things slower, and they may sense this. This restraint is deeply triggering for them because they feel as though you belong to them. This is a masculine who is in love with you, fully immersed in their emotions and actively manifesting you. Their focus is clear. They want to see you, be physically present with you, and experience the undeniable connection between you in person. You may receive an impulsive message from them soon. They might reach out spontaneously, wanting to meet up with you or reconnect. Their persistence and the intensity of their emotions are driving them toward this reunion, making it something they desire deeply and passionately. If you don't forget, then write in the comments about how your day went. I will definitely read it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, like and subscribe channel.